Hi traders, here we are looking on the S&P futures over here on the daily, the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame. We're doing correlation of these time frames. We are looking for actually a long position at the moment based on the stretch principle. However, we're still not on this trade yet. Why is that? And also on the GBP/USD, which is actually climbing further and further. Why are we not on these trades, and why are we looking short on the S&P? And also looking at a potential trade setting up on the gold. We're going to be talking about this and more in this trading video. Hi traders, thank you for joining the Master the Markets team in our live trading session video today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent performance. It is Tune Up on here, founder of Master the Markets Elite Trades Conference and the Traders Open Day. So here we are, traders. Now taking a look on the S&P over here. Now let me just take a look in terms of the stretch principle over here. So we've looking at the 1 hour time frame correlating with the daily, what I'm doing over here. So firstly, as we always do, we look at the trends over here. At the moment, daily is in terms of an uptrend phase 1. And in terms of the 1 hour, actually it is in a downtrend, actually phase 2, as you can see over here, as also indicated by the VSA light indicator. Okay, so you can see that if you were to put into perspective, which is what I've written over here.
If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and smash that like icon. If you haven't joined our channel yet, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications immediately when we post up quality content like this, and especially to get our live trading updates sent directly to your phone.
If you look on the daily, it's a UTP1, right? Uptrend phase 1. Okay, so we are in this part over here, uptrend phase 1. And in terms of the 1 hour, however, it is actually in a downtrend right over here, with all our tops and bottoms being quantified by the smart money indicator. But however, this is in an downtrend phase 2, isn't it? Because it's against the trend at the moment, right? So it looks like this, right? So it's against the trend. That's what we are at. It's confirmed, this part here. Okay, so what we are having really is, yes, in terms of direction, it's correlating because this is towards an up and this is towards an up as well. What we just have to be careful, traders, is that the lower time frame doesn't carry on with its trend and pull the higher time frame down as well to make a top and a start of a phase 2 on the daily. Okay, that's all we got to be careful about. But in terms of this strategy and principles, well, what we do is we use the stretch principle in correlation with the trend correlation with higher time frames. Now, for those of you who don't understand what the stretch principle is, I would highly recommend you guys going to our Master the Markets 2010 channel and go and check out under ideas over here. Check out all the videos where it says out of 5. See, look at this one, right? 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5. This is where we explain the whole stretch principle based strategies. You see, 2, 1, all of that. So definitely go and check that 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be publishing the 5th video where we put all together all of that into a strategy as well. So highly recommend you guys watching that if you do not understand some of the terminologies of the stretch principle. Now, in terms of the stretch principle, for those of you who understand, you can see that over here, what we have is the opening price, upper stretch line, lower stretch line. Okay, as of now, it has broken both the lower and the upper just by a little bit. And at the same time, the upper stretch line is also a resistance point, horizontal resistance point across quite different parts of the prices. As you can see over here, it's touched that and has rebounded.
For those of you who are unsure of any of the terminology or the concepts in this video, Watch our free Trader Starter Pack 5-day video course as shown in Empire Cinema. It is educational, entertaining, and covers basics and advanced content with cross transferable principles for trading and investments. It pertains to both beginners and intermediate traders, all dedicated towards helping you achieve consistent performance. Go ahead and register for it on the link below.
Now, in terms of the probabilities, what are we taking a look at? So you see, traders, what I can see is from the 1 hour, this is the opening price. This is how it looks on the daily, right? So I'll draw it for you. So over here, all the way it's gone down to match this low. This is the lowest point at the moment. And right now, that has come to this high, right? So this is how it's looking like. So the tail of this, as I've said here, is 13.57 points, right? And from the open it is 7.07. So altogether it has made a range of from high to low of 20 points. Our average range is going to be 32 points. This is the 0.8 ATR which I took from the daily, which I've spoken about in video 4 of the stretch principle video series. Now what you can see is if the lower part is going to become the stretch, right? At least the upper side, it's got to do 14 points, is it not, traders? Yeah. And also to make 32 points, it's got to do at least 19 points, 20 points at least. Okay. So then what that will happen is this will increase, this will be taken out, this will increase, and it will do 20 points and then 13 points to here, and then it will make 33.32 points. Okay, about that. So which still makes sense. It's about a little bit 1.5 to 1 ratio, which will still be fine in terms of that bar projection. Okay, in terms of probabilities, I would like to take usually in terms of where the trend correlation is. So at the moment, we got a downtrend phase 2 towards the upside. Daily also is uptrend phase 1, so I would say correlation is towards the upside with a high open equity on the daily time frame too. So all towards the upside. So where I would be looking basically to entering this trade as of now, sometimes I would go on to even a smaller time frame to get a earlier entry. I would be actually be taking a look at in terms of here, I've had a confirmation of the top here. So when I get a confirmation of the bottom on the 15-minute, I can start to come in. But if I do get a big move, a sudden erratic move, I can also look to come in so that I don't miss out on the trade. I can look to come in at the high of this point here. Okay, so that's what I can be looking at over here, and my stop loss can be placed over here at this low. So these are the points I'll be looking at in terms of the S&P as follow, and I'll update that. I'll do a follow-up video as this trade carries on to be. But I'm looking at the towards the upside, okay, towards the long. So if you were to correlate that on the daily, that's that bar here forming after this vertical one for today. As I drew it out for you, this is what's done, and that's what's correlating onto that small bar into capturing the range of the day, which we believe that is going to be towards the upside and is going to push up a bit more further, and its bigger range is going to form towards the upside. Now, why didn't we, in the earlier part, as we talked about in GBP/USD, why didn't we take this trade? Again, the same correlation, guys. If you understand the stretch principle, from the open to the downside, it did 44 pips before we saw all of this, and it did 20 pips as well to the upside. If it were to do its BRO to the upside, I need at least 45, right? Because to override this and make this the stretch. In that case, 45 plus 44, that will become 89, which is more than the 80% ATR range. And I do not want to capture trades like that. This is why we did not capture this. We follow a consistent plan that we have, and we know that has got an edge in the long run, not about just capturing one trade and beating our chest about it, right? We are professionals here. The last thing is gold, which I'm taking a look as well. Again, the same thing. What I am looking at is daily downtrend, which is a phase one. So I'm looking for this to turn to come towards the downside over here. This is a phase two at the moment. Now, in terms of ranges, 13.03 to the downside, 1.2 to the upside. So perfect. When this comes down and confirms, I will take that as a short to take out this low and form a little bit more towards the downside to make 14.40. I'm looking for a bigger range from open to form to the downside, which will then correlate with the higher time frame. The only caution is open equity is quite low on the daily. If you take a look over here, in this top to bottom move, in this daily downtrend move, phase one, downtrend phase one move, it has traveled quite a bit from the top to bottom. The open equity is diminishing. That's the only thing that I'll be concerned about in terms of gold to take still to the downside. That's pretty much that, traders, on this video which I'm looking at. In terms of the stretch principle, and in terms of why we didn't take the GPUSD trade, and the potential setup on gold, which I'm a bit cautious about, and the S&P, which I am definitely looking into for a later position to take on. Definitely reflect on these points as well, and use that, incorporate that into your own strategy in whichever way that will help you create a strong edge for a sustainable, scalable, reproducible strategy. And of course, if you want to look at all the different terminologies and understand the stretch principles, strategies which are so methodological and logical, follow us on our channel at Master the Markets 2010. Okay, 2010, we've been going since, that's why it's 2010. All right, traders, that's pretty much that from me on this video. And as we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.
If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.